Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This is a 2014 Intimidator truck series with the 1-liter diesel engine, and this particular one has had a few issues, some of which I'm trying to address right now. It's had some extensive work done to it, and that's the engine right there. It's a 3-cylinder diesel engine from Koehler, and one of the major problems I'm facing right now is the battery. As you can see, for this size of UTV with a diesel engine, that's a very tiny battery, so I'm having a hard time getting it to start. Oh, I can't get a good view of it. There you go. It's more like the battery that would fit on a Toyota Prius, so I'm working on that. I've had a few issues. You can see here the air intake where it was leaking, and we've had to use some compound to hold it together. The bash plate comes from the bottom. That was when they were doing some work underneath, and yeah, pretty much that's what's underneath this diamond plate, steel plate. I just changed the tires. These are non-stock, but these ones are actually lower than the tires that would come with these from the factory. I have some spare tires there, which you can see. Those are the tires I changed out. They were all worn through. And you can see the bushings that they have up front here. They're supposed to be more durable than what you have on the standard like cheap automobile parts. And here is the front. Under the hood you have the radiator, the coolant overflow, and this one has the option for a heater, which you can see the heater box right there. Live in a very cold area, so it comes in very handy. All in all, it's an okay unit. Has a few flaws. This one has the hard cabs, which is an option, but absolutely necessary where I live, because without this you can't really use this Intimidator. It gets really cold out here. I like the bed. As you can see, you can put down all the sides and then you have a flat bed, and this is aluminum. The lights are LEDs, and it has provision for a tow hitch. All right, let me jump in and see if we can get this started. The entry and exit from the vehicle is adequate. As you can see, it's very close to the ground. The door opens wide, and there's supposed to be a strut right here holding the door. At some point I'll have to look for one. You have a hand grip right here, which you can use. Beautiful steering column, adjustable. And the good thing is you can actually power wash this. Even the seats, there's some storage underneath. Let's see if I can get this to open up. I've forgotten how to do that. Oh, okay. Am I doing that right? I think so. That opens up. Okay, there. So you have this huge empty space down here, which can be repurposed for storing stuff, but it's a huge unused space. That's the fuel tank on the other side with the sender on top, and that's the propeller shaft to send power to the front wheels, since it's 4-wheel drive. Okay, I'll get that in place later on. You got the controls for the heater, the fan. That would be for the air intake. When it gets clogged with dirt, it signals you. Check engine light, high temperature light. It has, beyond the visual signal, it also has an alarm, audible alarm that will go off. It's high pitched, so if you have hearing difficulties, you might have some issues. You got the storage compartment, it's not locked. And the windshield, like I said, this is from hard cabs. The windshield flips out, and you have those two struts right there and there to hold the windshield in an upright position. You have the little pin here that you pull out, and then you can send the windshield outside. Oops, that's actually off. About this one. Oh, there's a zip tie holding it here, so I'll just leave it like that for now. I think I need something there. Yep, I'm gonna need a pin like that. All right, let's see if this will start. So turn it on. It goes through the self-test. Just allow the glow plugs to warm up. Yeah, that's the issue I have with the starter on this thing. It needs a starter. Yeah. So two things are happening here. The battery, for number one, is not strong enough, and secondly, the starter is having some issues. And then one thing which I always like to point out, if you have some of these earlier Intimidators, I don't know if they changed later on, with the in-veins clutch system, these rollers will crack up like you see right there, and at times will break off completely, and then they can't roll down the ramp anymore. So you get stuck in first gear, and every so often the bare metal will succeed to slide down the ramp, and then you can actually pick up speed. Otherwise, you're stuck in first gear, you're doing 4,000 RPM and the UTV is barely moving. That is usually the culprit right there. I don't know if those parts are sold by themselves. You might end up having to buy a whole assembly like that. All right, you have the wiper system. It's the same unit as in the Roxor, which you see back there. So I was able to source out the same thing and use it over there. It's quite expensive. It's used on industrial machines, as you can see. And this is glass, actual glass. DOT, it's not DOT, but it's glass though. Yep. Yeah, so that's what I had to share with you guys about the Roxor today. And about the what did I say? I didn't say the Roxor, did I? About the Intimidator. And we'll be having some more videos about these. Mahindra sells a version called the Mahindra Retriever and Impact. So it's basically the same thing, manufactured by the same guys. Bad Dog, I think the company is called, out of Arkansas. And they have a contract with Mahindra to build this unit. And yeah, and that one is also by Mahindra but imported from India. So that in India is called the Mahindra Thar. It's a full-fledged vehicle, but here in the United States it's sold as a off-road vehicle. So hope to see you guys here as soon as I get a better battery, figure out the starter situation, and then yeah, we'll get some more videos. Thanks for watching, and see you guys on the next one.